Hello my lovelies, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how to achieve these button covers in different sizes from size 50 to size 30. And if you want to learn how to use your Grommet machine or your Rivert machine to achieve eyelets in a neat way, then keep watching. How to use different size mode to achieve different size of cover buttons. As you can see, we have size 30, we have size 36, we have size 44, and we have size 50. And this is size 50, this is size 44, why this is size 36, and why this is size 30. If you are new here, make sure you subscribe, give me a thumbs up, drop your comment down below. So today we are going to be talking about Rivert Machine or Grommet Machine. So this is a multifunctional tool that is so important in your tailoring line or fashion designing journey. So this tool can be used as a cover button, can be used as an eyelet tool, can be used for so many other things, even for stoning or for beading. So we have different sizes of cover button and they have mold sizes as well. So I'm going to be showing you guys the popular one that we have in the market, or the one that you can get, so that your designing journey will take another dimension. This is eyelets, and these eyelets have different sizes as well. So I'm going to open and show you guys. They have available colors, which is this golden, and we also have silver. So if you are buying this is how it usually comes in. And make sure that this is not doubled. Can you see this is not doubled? So before you make use of this, all you have to do is to bring your fabric. Make sure that your fabric is thick. So once your fabric is thick, you try or you find a way to open where you want to use the eyelet for. Make sure that the fabric have good structure before you can use your eyelet. When using your eyelets professionally, you are recommended to use a soldering iron. So for those that don't know, this is how a soldering iron looks like. All you have to do is just to plug your soldering iron on. So once you plug it on, allow it to heat and then be testing it depending on how hot you want it to be. So once it's hot enough to open a fabric that is thick, then you can go ahead and open it depending on the size of eyelet that you want to work with. Don't open it too much. But if you don't have your soldering iron and you want to achieve an eyelet look, all you have to do is to use, you fold your fabric like this, then you notch the center. So can you see? If it's not wide enough, you try again. But the more you are opening, the more, can you see? So make sure that you are careful when notching so that the spacing will not be too much. That's very, very important. Yeah. So another thing I have to mention is when you want to use your eyelet, make sure that the front, and this is the right side, while this is the wrong side. So you place the wrong side on your right side of the fabric. So can you see how it looks like at the back? So you can see that the hole is not too much. It's the perfect size for this. Can you see it? So once you are done, you bring your grommet or your Rivert machine. Then make sure that this tiny mold, make sure it's fixed up here. Can you see? Make sure the tiny one is fixed up. You find your mold, then you put it inside. Can you see? Make sure it's fixed and tightened. So once you are done, then you place your eyelet like this. Can you see? All you have to do is make sure that this front is facing, can you see? Make sure that this side is facing the down part and this one is facing the upper part, like so. So once you are done, you just press it. make sure that you press and make sure there is a compression pressure. So once you are done pressing it, you remove and you will achieve something like this, very neat and very professional. Can you take a look at this? There is no rough side. Just take a look at this. So that is how to use your Grommet machine to achieve eyelets or lace loop. So if you are done with your eyelets, kindly remove the mold. Concerning the cover button, we have 50. So we have the mold that comes in 4 pieces. So this mold for size 50 comes in 4 pieces. This one, this, and then this. Can you see? So this is for size 50, this is size 44. This is the cover, how the cover looks like. So this is the mold that it came with. It's not the same thing as size 50. You can see how size 50 is. I think the mold for size 44 is the biggest. So it comes as a 2 set. It doesn't have 4 compartments as size 50 has. So this is for size 44. This is size 36, the most common size. So this is how the mold looks like. So the mold comes exactly as size 50. It has 4 compartments, 1, 2, the ring, and then this one. So this is for size 36. I have size 30. Can you see? And this is how the size looks like, and it comes exactly as size 44. It have only 2 compartments and not 4. So we are going to be trying this on and see how it works. First thing to do is to cut out your fabric that can be able to cover the button. So sometimes I make it to be roundish, sometimes I just go with the flow. But to make your work to be neat, just cut in a round format. So you are going to be starting with size 50, and which is this. So you can see it looks too much, but it's okay. So the first step you have to do when you're doing your cover button, one, you have to press this, but if you don't have time, just continue. See, this is the right side of the fabric, while this is the wrong side. So I'm going to place this like this. This is the right side, right? So this is my mold. Can you see it? So I will make sure that this looks like this. Make sure that the right side is at the back of this. So once you are done, you bring your cover, place it like this. Can you see? Then you bring it like this, and then you press. Make sure that there is pressure when you press. Then once you are done, you bring out your mold, you bring out your cover button, and you are done. Can you see it? And this is why I said you have to iron your fabric to avoid it being like this. So this is it, and this is how it looks. Very tight, very genuine, and very classy. So for those that don't get this, all you have to do is the larger one, you bring it down, then this one, you fix it here. Then once you fix it here, you fix your fabric, then put the silver one, which is this. Then once you are done, you put your ring like this, and then put this white one, and then cover. So I'm going to repeat the same process with those ones that is remaining, so that you guys will see how it looks like. So we are done with size 50, and you can see how it looks like. So the next one that we have is size 44. So we are going to be repeating the same process of cutting out our fabric. So we are going to be cutting out our fabric. So I love making this to look like a circle. So can you see? I will make sure that the right side, can you see how I'm doing it? The right side of the fabric is on the outer side. So if you have this that have this type of, that have two components, make sure you raise your mole like so. Make sure you raise your mole like so, and then use your scissors or your seam ripper to adjust this. Then make sure that the cover is covering this well. Then you put, can you see what I did? So this is how it looks. So I'm going to flip it over like so. Instead of it to look like this, I'm going to flip it over like so. And then, so once I'm done, this is how my cover button looks like. So once you are done, you are going to be tightening this. You can see how it looks. It looks so tight. It's not breakable, it's not removable as well. So this is for size 44. We are done with this. So you're going to repeat the same thing with size 36. You trim out your fabric. Please make sure that you trim it to the size of your button so that it will not be too much and your cover button is neat as well. So I'm going to bring in my mole, then fold. You can see this is too much, so I'm going to trim. So I think this is okay. So I'm going to put my, can you see? So it's the same thing as size 50. I'm going to first, this is how the mold looks like. So this mold comes first. The second one is this step. The third step is to put your fabric. Make sure that the wrong side is facing down and the right side is facing down and the wrong side is facing you. So once you are, then you bring in your cover. But if you are bringing your cover, make sure you use your scissors or your seam ripper. Just so make sure that everything is nice and smooth. Once it's done, you fix, and you see what I'm doing. Then you put it and then you compress it. When you are compressing, make sure there is pressure. Make sure there is pressure when you are pressing it down. Otherwise, your button will not be well fixed. Don't do too much so that you will not break the button. So you can see how super professional it looks like. Can you see it? Can you see? Can you see the buttons well fixed and tight? So we are done with size 36. So the next size is size 30. So you repeat the same thing. Make sure you cut out enough fabric. Instead of it to be like this, raise it up so that air will fall inside. You put your fabric. Then once you put your fabric, you put this silver one. Make sure that your fabrics are equal on both sides. Like, make sure that it is equal on all sides, like so. So you can use this to arrange it to make sure that it's okay and it looks professional, and so on and so forth. So once you are done arranging, you close, then you flip it up. Once you flip it up, make sure that it is round this, then you press. Make sure there is a pressure, but don't do too much so that you will not break the button. So this is how I do mine to make sure that I secured a tight button cover. So once you are done, you open. And tanan, your cover button is sealed and ready to use. So this is the reason why I said earlier on that you should iron the fabric that you are using for your cover button to avoid rumpling when you are done. So these are the sizes that we have for this. So I don't want to make mistake for all this. So you can see the different sizes that we have. So you can see the different sizes that we have. Can you see it? So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give me a thumbs up, drop your comment down below, and ask me or request for any video that you want me to do next. So thank you and see you guys next. Bye.